instruction. He that refuseth reproof error or is in error, you know. So you have to be able to understand that what we have to do here is keep the ways of the Most High, you know, and we have to keep the ways. I'm going to read this precept. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. Into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. Right. So in order to fully understand the ways of the Most High more, you have to push that sin out of your body. And being subject to cigarettes and weed, that's a body subject unto sin. Because among the sins, knowing that it's evil but still continue to do it, that means you're subject unto it. You know what I mean? It has power over you. So in order for you to give to God, you have to cast that most out of power. He'll show you more of his ways. That's what he says to you. Getting that willful sin out of your body. There's things that you sin unwillfully. But knowing it's wrong, picking it up, putting it to the body. Nothing forces you to do that except for that urge inside of you. That chemical deficiency that you have on that problem. One shipment where it had this stuff in there, I think it's called fentanyl. It's just a little amount of that you get, you know. So who knows how you playing Russian roulette with your body, you know. Who knows if you're going to get that fentanyl pack. And that one puff going to drive you crazy or shit.
So trying to kill us.
Right. So, you know, and you already know that it's good in your body and it's not good for you. Now it's just trying to take those things. Fasting and prayer. Like I said, drinking is lawful. You don't want to become a drunk or depend on alcohol. Like I said, but just to take away that urge, like this.
Right. If you gotta truly believe that the Most High can take that away from you. Right, you know, it might be a process. It can take you instantly, but it might get to take you to let me try them. Let me see how strongly you really want to put this off that he may not disciple. You know? I don't know if it's help you or not, but just like I say, Ricky, I'm not saying it's gonna quit tonight. Don't be in such a rush. Start winning that mental battle. Look, I ain't gonna like this. I'm gonna like this when I want to like this. And then after a while, just be like, man, get that. You know what I'm saying? Get that. You know what I'm saying? Put it off until eventually you don't want to do it. Or you stop doing it. It can be very hard. But you have to know the seriousness of it. That'll be more to like stop it. I appreciate it. Alright, so oh, you got that wisdom in Proverbs 8 chapter? Yeah, so no, with this I know there's one in Proverbs 8 chapter. This one in Proverbs 8, that's good too. You know, before the brother came up, we were speaking about wisdom. I mentioned how wisdom is more above wisdom. Isaiah 45 verse 4, back to the point, it says, for Jacob my servant's sake and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, thou that has not known me. So when I was going into the elect, I was saying, look, only the elect can be the Israelites. That's it. Only Israel could be a part of the elect.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it even gives you an example in the book of Romans. Where the Most High saved 7,000 just right here. Romans 11. Yeah. And I just started verse 4. So what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so, at this present time, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. So during this particular period, there were 7,000 men of Israel who had been reserved. when it didn't look like there was no more righteous men left. And it said, even so at the same time. So again, the Most High has reserved some of His people to be the elect, man. We don't need no other nation. He didn't say, oh, I reserve 7,000 heathens to be. I'm gonna bring them in the fold and they're gonna be the elect. No, we don't. That ain't how it goes.
Well, shit, when you even read Revelation 7th chapter, going on down, it names 12,000 from each tribe.
Right.
See, they don't even mention another nation. No way.
Yep.
See, even when you go to that mixed multitude, that's going into what? All those Israelites that were scattered. That's it.
Right, and those mixed multitude are going to be a part of the covenant, which is to have the laws written in their inner part. He's going to have to still learn, man.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get right back to that. Go ahead.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 3, verse, start at verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
Yeah, happy is the man that findeth wisdom and that getteth understanding. Hey, all the wisdom Lord, rejoice when we got this, humbly rejoice when we got this true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Which all the answers that we needed to know is now we know them. Okay? All the answers we used to ask ourselves, well, why is this taking place? Why are we in this condition? Is it going to get better? You see, but now we know all these answers. Go ahead.
Verse 14. For the merchandise of it is better than merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
Right, you see, so the merchandise of this wisdom is better than real money, because silver and gold will be considered real money. Also with cattle, okay, things that our forefathers possessed. But what's modern as of today? Hey, wisdom is still better than these FRN notes that people run around with and go spend, or that you cherish and hold it, extend it on high, as your God, man, like a lot of these celebrities, man.
Right. What was the last part of that scripture? It said the what thereof is better.
It says the gain thereof is better than fine gold.
The gain thereof is better than fine gold. What does the scripture say? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation. What does this wisdom and knowledge give you? It gives you the tools to be prepared when things start to come to pass, man. When Jacob's trouble hit, when the FEMA camps is here, when martial law is here, you're gonna have those tools. That's the gain of the knowledge and wisdom, man. It's better than the money you get from cattle, the trade you can do with gold, because you're gonna be mentally prepared, and that's gonna be far more greater than having money in your pocket, having gold in your pocket. Because if you don't know not to trust your enemy, then the first transaction you try to make with an Edomite, you dead. Just one example. You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Got a little bit more on there. Verse 15. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
Right. Hey, all things that are to be desired cannot be compared to possessing and skillfully wielding this knowledge. Nothing can be compared to that. Okay? So actually understanding and being able to apply this wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, man, ain't nothing that can compare to that at all, man. This is the greatest thing you can ever know, because it gives you, like I said, the tools to maneuver through the world, man. And to, Lord willing, be untouched, man. You know? This is like having the keys to the Matrix, man. You know? Being like Neo. If you be of that elect, man.
Read that one. Go ahead, bro. Read that one.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 11, starting at verse 1. A false balance is abomination.
No, it's like your 4.
Like Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Read it again.
How much?
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Just like we were just going in. Riches are not going to profit you in the day of wrath. Your money's not going to save you. You know? Only righteousness. If the Most High has counted you for righteous, then that's going to be your protection. You know? Not money, not physical things. Scriptures even say, woe unto the man that trusteth in man and that make flesh his arm. When you go into that word arm, it represents strength. Don't make flesh, don't make worldly things your strength, okay? So that's not going to save you. Money, vehicles, weapons. None of that's going to save you. You should make the Most High, the Yahweh your strength, your right arm of salvation.
Right. I got a precept to back you up because I'm going to show you what they're going to do with that money, right? Ezekiel 7 verse 19, it says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall be not able to deliver them in the day of their wrath. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Right. Hey, man. Hey, and it's funny, man, because I went into a precept earlier, but the point keeps reiterating itself. Your money is not going to save you, man. You got to build up that spiritual bank account. But the scriptures say, my servant shall eat, but you shall weep and mourn. And there's other, I'm quoting it. You ain't going to eat, man.
Well, yeah, Luke 6:25 says, woe to them that laugh now, they shall mourn and weep.
Yeah.
The one you speaking of is my servant shall eat, and my servant shall drink. Well, yep, you shall be hungry.
So, hey, man, we ain't got to worry about trying to build up riches, storing up riches for the last days. The only riches we need to store up are spiritual riches with the Most High, man. And just continuing this thing so that those riches have a good standing, you know?
What's that scripture where talk about the man who's storing up riches and this, and it says, oh, you fool, because the Lord requires you to...
Soul shall be, this day shall the Most High require your soul.
Yeah,
right.
Proverbs 9, bro. Because, and then we're going to go because, hey, this is the beginning of wisdom. Okay?
This is Proverbs 9, verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser.
Right, so you give instruction to a wise man, yet he's going to be wiser, man. He's also going to take that instructions in and go back and look over it. Okay, let me see what they just told me. Like you get a brother here. See, hey, look, this kind go out by nothing but fasting. Or this kind go out not only but by fasting and prayers, you know. And ultimately, like we said, man, you gotta believe, truly believe, you know. And the Lord really gotta want to cast it off for you too, unless you want to head that to you as a stumbling block. But we gave him a simple instruction that, hey, if you follow this, you know, the Lord may cast that off, cast that smoking demon off. Go ahead.
Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning.
You see, teach a just man, he's going to increase in learning. He's going to continue and build off of what you done taught him or what you done told him. Okay? He's going to continue to what? Seek more knowledge. Okay? Study more. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom.
See, that's the beginning of wisdom. And a lot of people will not ever get this wisdom. Why? Because they don't fear Yahweh. Okay? They don't fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. They're not even taught to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why they walk around the earth doing all manners of wickedness as you see them do today. Thinking, right? Thinking that there's no consequences behind it. But you're wrong, man. And you've been taught a lot. There are consequences that you are going to have to take for continuing in your iniquity, man. There are consequences you're going to have to take, man. Go ahead.
And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
See, the knowledge of the holy is understanding. You see? But yeah, that's the point, man. I'm going to try to find what the brother was saying.
Just to back up the scripture that just came out, what the brother was saying about people not having fear, because judgment is not executed speedily. It is fully set in the hearts of men that do wickedness.
Ecclesiastes 8.
So, you know, hey, people don't see no consequences immediately, you know. So they keep doing what you got to do. So they keep doing what they do. So you should be fearful to keep adding sin unto sin. Alright? And say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. So hey man, you should not
you should not continue to keep doing wickedness. That's basically what the Christian church teaches you, man. Oh, it's all right. You ain't got to keep the law. Just once you finally repent, you'll be saved forever. You know, when you hear Christians talk about salvation, they act like they already have it.
Oh man, yep, they say they already saved.
I was having a conversation recently with somebody that I know in my family that believes that Christian doctrine, man. They were just telling me, I'm so thankful for this and that and for salvation. Wait a minute, you ain't got it yet. We still need that. You talking about what you thankful for salvation? You ain't saved yet. You still hearing this wickedness. You could die at any moment at the hands of your oppressor, man. Slowly dying, also by the hands of your oppressor. But you got salvation.
Let me add,
Go ahead, bro.
Let me add something also. When you look into Matthew, the first chapter, and it says, giving prophecy about Yahushua, it says, he shall save his people from their sins. So what are you being saved from if you still sinning?
Exactly. So, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy that our people actually think that they don't need salvation. They think they already have it. Because they know some false name that goes back to a deity named Serapis Christus. But you know so-called Jesus Christ, and so all of a sudden there ain't nothing that can happen to you.
But what are you saved from, bro? Right. What are we saved from, bro?
You still sinning.
You still need to
still in captivity.
Yep.
You still sick as hell.
Yep.
Could die any day from some random illness. Chemtrails everywhere, the food defiled, water dirty, the planet is in mourning, but you saved.
Your oppressor still got his boot in your neck.
Right. Right, we're saved. This is salvation. Right?
This is the kingdom.
Then I don't want it.
You're right.
I don't want any brother in the right mind don't want this. This is it? No. No. What? Hell no.
Right.
See, this is madness, man. You saved. Oh, give me a break. They just cast off in Matthew 24th chapter. What is it, 7th verse? No, the 13th verse. He that endures to the end of the days of the day, they just we read past that today. So what they mean that endure for? Well, I've been here 60 years. What that mean?
For y'all like no class Malone or Melon as they've been calling them lately. Vocab Melon, because he got a big melon head, I guess. For y'all that say that the Israelites are already in the kingdom, in the Holy Land, and that prophecy was fulfilled. So this is the kingdom.
So why is war still going on? Yeah, right.
This is the kingdom. One of the biggest homosexual rallies they have in the Holy Land.
Right. Then the scripture says there will be war no more. Well, somebody's wrong.
Kosher pork, nigga.
Y'all wrong.
This
man.
is the kingdom.
Y'all wrong.
You know they got kosher pork.
I heard of it, but I don't know.
I ain't really, yeah, exactly. I just heard of it, but I'm just like, that shit don't go. That's off, man. If this is the kingdom, hey, we through.
What we just read earlier, in the kingdom, the ways of the Lord will be executed by his men. Period.
Right. Exactly.
Period. Go ahead, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes 8, verse 11.
Right.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right. So since the Lord's not everything is not being executed speedily, the Lord's not judging people at an instant, people just feel like they can do whatever the hell they want. You see? But back in the ancient times, right? Back in our ancient forefathers, when somebody did a wicked act, we'll use adultery for it. When adultery was taking place, right? You were stoned, man. A homosexual, you were stoned. A rebellious child being disobedient to his parents, you were stoned. On the spot, man. Okay, I mean, there was a little order for certain cases, like the child, they would talk to him, and then they would take him to the council, and then if he was rebelling, hey, that's stoning, man. See? It would happen way faster than what's taking place now. See? But now the Lord, hey, he let y'all build up y'all I got a new term for it. Y'all iniquity debt. Okay? Iniquity debt that y'all got to pay for. How you doing? Y'all got an iniquity debt that y'all got to pay for. So while y'all continue to build up y'all iniquity debt, the minute the Lord is going to continue to build up your spiritual debt. I mean, Slakia, spiritual riches, not debt, Slakia. Because the debt is something you got to pay for. You got to pay back. Guess what? The Lord is going to require that cash. Like the IRS when he catch y'all doing some fraud, you see? And he just confiscated. That's how the Lord can come, but quicker. See? We ain't got to look up and see all this and different things they do. No, the angels are already tallying up. Oh, okay, yeah? Oh, that's your word? Okay.
They should be ready upon earth. Basically, when he gives that commandment.
Yeah.
Should be ready.
Satiate the commands of that commandment.
They ready.
And you know, just to take it from another angle too, they build up their liability accounts. When you deal with accounting, you have a liability where you are planning for these funds to leave your account. Well, hey man, you got your liability is in the red right now, Esau. You know what I'm saying? And pretty soon you got to make good on that account double, twofold. We build interest up on that debt that you got to pay back. Render unto her double. You know? Hey, look, man, we looking for everything, liquid and non-liquid. We want all your assets. And a lot of it we gonna take out physically on your bodies, man, in the kingdom, under the power of the Messiah.
All right, so continue on that, Dayana.
Yep. This is verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him.
Yep.
But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which as a shadow, because he feareth not the Most High.
Right, so it's going to be well with the men of the Lord, man, who the blood of Yahweh shall cover. It's going to be well with those men. But for everybody else that's outside of that remnant, or that's the position of predestination, y'all through. Okay, it's not going to go well with y'all. See, because what? Y'all are going to have to pay the things that y'all have done. You got to pay, man. You see, and the Lord is so beautiful, he can do it. Look, he's really the master of everything, man. So he can play you by so many different ways, man. He can put a wicked spirit, he can put the spirit of a lunatic on you. He can plague you with these different diseases, everything. Yeah, you know that's the correct image. Cesare Borgia.
Yeah, Cesare Borgia, exactly.
Wait, what? What is that?
Wait a minute. Why is Jesus that word on his head?
Never seen that before.
Hold on. Get on down.
Yeah, you see? Hey, but Jake don't know though. They gotta pay, man. You see? And we come out here and tell our people that they need to fear the Lord, man. Because the Lord is not playing. See, he's not coming back to play games as you've been taught about these churches, man. These false pastors. He's not coming back, man. The Lord's coming back with vengeance, anger. Give me Zephaniah 1:18.
Zephaniah 1.
He's talking being a smiling and joking spirit. There ain't no time for smiling and joking. This is serious. Zephaniah 1:18.
Zephaniah 1:18.
The Lord gonna wipe all the smiles of all you so-called white people eating Mike's faces, and also you wicked Israelites thinking the game too. Go ahead, bro.
Neither their silver nor their gold.
Not that.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly.
So the great day of the Lord is near, right? Give me Amos 5:18 if you got something there. So we know the great day of the Lord is near, right? So we answer random person, what's the great day of the Lord like? What is it going to be like? Is it going to be peaceful? Is it going to be light? Is it going to be a false image of the world in God Jesus Christ coming out of the sky saying, hey, come all my people. Is it going to be that type of day? Let's see what type of day the great day of the Lord is. Because I doubt it, you people. No? Go ahead. And a lot of people desire the day of the Lord, but they have no clue when the Lord come back what day it's really going to be like, man. Even before he returns, what it's going to be like.
Zephaniah 1:14.
Yeah.
The great day of the Lord is near.
Yeah.
It is near and hasteth greatly.
Yeah.
Even the voice of the day of the Most High. the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
But I thought the day of the Lord was a day of peace, a day of loveliness. You see, a day of light. I thought that's what the day of the Lord was. See, when I was a young buck coming up, when I was thinking about Chesedek and all that they pushed into our mind, I'm thinking about the day of the Lord was just, you know, everything going white, you know, the doves flying in the air, everything all peaceful, right? But this says differently. You see? This is not what I was told. This is what we were reading. You see? See, what we were told was false. What we are reading is correct. Go ahead, bro.
A day of wasteness and desolation. A day of darkness and gloominess.
So when the Lord come back, there's going to be a day of gloominess and a day of darkness, not light, not coming back with candles and doves, none of that, man. It's going to be destruction, man. And you people got hell to pay when the Lord come back, man. Especially you Edomites, man, you so-called white people. See, y'all got hell to pay. Go ahead.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men.
Right, so what is going to be that? What is that high city? What is that high tower now? It would be this place. It would be Babylon the Great, man, America. You see? That's what this place would be. Go ahead.
I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Most High, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Woo! See? Read that last part again.
And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, as doo-doo, as piles of feces on the ground. That's how you're going to see the bodies of men, dead bodies. Like you see dogs defecating on the street, or horses when they walking down the street on the carriage, they just stop and poop. Or rhinos, when you see a rhinoceros poop, and he flapping everywhere, or a hippopotamus. There's going to be shit on the ground. That's how the bodies of men are going to be on the ground in the day of the Lord. The Most High is going to kill a mass amount of people. Okay? You wicked Jakes, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, namely you, and you Esau Edomites, you so-called white people. Okay? And the rest of you heathens caught up in America, Babylon the Great. You're going to be on the ground like piles of defecation. Doo-doo.
Amos 5. Read Amos 5. Yeah, end of y'all world. Exactly, the end of y'all world. Go ahead, bro. Amos 5.
This is Amos 5 and 16. Therefore, Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say they shall say, 18. Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Who all desires the day of the Lord? You think it's going to be a peaceful time when the Lord comes back? Read it over.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Woe means destruction. Woe means mourning. Woe means softness. So for all you people that desire the day of the Lord, that think you got a chance of making it, more than likely it's not. If you're not a elect of Israel, you're doomed. You see? So you desire the day of your own destruction. Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
For what end is it for you? But hold on. According to these Christians, they're already saved. But the scripture says, well, what end is it to you? You see? But according to y'all, it's, we good. That's nothing we got to worry about. We're already saved. You see, we saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. No. You see, now if you're an Israelite, right? You're covered by the blood of the Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, but not on this side. You're not covered, man, because he only covered the elect on this side. Go ahead.
The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light.
Right, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So after hearing this scripture, y'all can go read all those what y'all see of the Lord, of his only begotten Son, and of the angels, okay, because all of them are wrong, right? The color of all of them are wrong. The whole atmosphere and the background of them images are wrong. You see?
Got a precept to back the bro up.
as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him.
See, so it was one thing to another thing. So a man tried to run from a lion, right? Then he ended up running into a bear. Then he got away from this bear, you know, I'm thinking I'm cool, I'm safe. He went into a house, I'm tired, I lean up on the wall. Hey, so the serpent bit him, see? Because there ain't no getting away from the wrath and the day of the Lord, man. There ain't no getting away from it, man. See, because it's coming. It's coming. Go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? So the day of the Lord is darkness. What were y'all told the day of the Lord was? Anybody? Anybody was told the day of the Lord was going to be light and peacefulness, right? Wrong. The day of the Lord is gloominess and darkness, man. And you Edomites, y'all going to perish. There ain't no hope or salvation for y'all, man. See, you might as well just take the Bibles out the house and give it to an Israelite that you see walking down the street, because it don't belong to you anymore. See, you know these people don't know the Bible. They don't read the Bible. They don't know a damn thing, man. You see? They don't know a damn thing. And it's a disgrace that y'all should even hold our book in y'all hands, man. You see? It's disrespectful, man. See? Yeah, I'm talking about you Edomites. See how y'all forefathers taught us that we was African Americans, which we're not. We were Indians, which we're not. Negroes or black, which we're not. Y'all the Edomites. See? Y'all need to learn y'all nationality as y'all beat ours into us. See? But we doing it spiritually. We ain't gotta get physical, man. Because the weapons of our warfare is spiritual and not carnal. See, what we're doing is better than the Black Panther party, man. See? Than the Muslim movement or whatever our people are into. See? Ours actually affect the spirits of these people, man. You see? That's why we are named what? Terrorists, you know, or public enemy number one. But all we're doing is teaching the Bible. Young men filled with the Spirit of the Lord to come out here to teach the Bible, to give the prophecy of the destruction of the place, and tell his people that if they don't repent, they're going to be destroyed. You see? Gonna add?
Yeah. The brother made a statement earlier about our people that's in these Christian churches. They feel like the day of the Lord is going to be all happy.
Read that last one.
All right. It says, even very dark and no brightness in it.
What else?
I hate.
He what?
I hate.
He what?
I hate. I despise your feast days.
Easter. Our people about to run around and celebrate a Babylonian deity named Ishtar, a fertility goddess. You see? That's what our people are about to go celebrate tomorrow. And Easter has nothing to do with the Bible, man. See? The Pesach and the Passover came, you people didn't celebrate it. But this is the wisdom of Esau, like the prophet said. And our people eat it up. They eat it up. You see? But all you boneheads, y'all don't know y'all celebrating a Babylonian deity, which that's really a Hamitic deity. That's what Easter goes back to. It goes back to Ishtar.
Ishtar and Ashtaroth.
Oh yeah, Ashtaroth. Yeah. You see? And our people are doing the same people. Our people were doing that back then. You see?
Book of Jeremiah, baking cake.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, the fertility goddess, man. It's woman worship, man. Read that last one.
I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
So the Lord don't care about that, man. You see, y'all think y'all doing something for the Lord. Y'all ain't doing nothing for the Lord, man. You see? He looking at y'all like, y'all doing, this is idolatry, man. See? Y'all trying to say this is for me. No, this is idolatry, man. This is spiritual fornication. This is why y'all got kicked out your Holy Land. Do you not understand? You see? But this is why our people got to be destroyed, man. You see? That's why they got to get purged, man. Their minds have to get purged. In this nuclear war, our people that don't return back to the Lord, they're going to get purged, man. You see? With nuclear heat.
Yeah, it's just a point the brother made earlier about people in these Christian churches.